Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Motherfucker! I got a super cool cookbook and I make you a super cool recipe. Don't crowd the pan. I don't always like using pork, except when I porked your mom. Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make for you a Mexican dish called chili verde. I've made it a few times and I've had it a couple different ways, sometimes with pork, sometimes with beef, sometimes it has these poblano peppers, sometimes it has bell peppers. So, you know, the nice thing about cooking is that you get to make it the way that you like it. What I'm going to do is grill up these vegetables because from my experience in Mexico, everything that they put into like a sauce or a salsa always gets like char grilled first, and it adds this nice, robust, delicious flavor. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna sear off some pork and then add in the tomatillo salsa and we'll make chili verde. It's gonna be delicious. So let's get started. A little dookie. Just gonna char these motherfuckers up. I'm gonna fit all these motherfuckers in here. I am. One more. Flip. I'm just waiting on these beautiful green bitches to brown up a little bit. Can't make chili verde without taking some whiskey. You're welcome. So these tomatillos are pretty much ready to put into the blender. They're nice and browned. After I get these into the blender, I'm gonna start browning my poblanos and jalapenos. The next step is take a shot of whiskey and then put them in the blender. Hi. Poblano. Oh, shit. Slippery little fuckers. Oh yeah, I want all the brownness. Oh shit, man down. Got it. Easy on the commentary. These tomatillos are ready. Fuck yeah, they are! Nice! I'm realizing that I've got a lot of tomatillos. I might have to blend these separately and then set it aside in a bowl and then blend everything else and combine it in later, just because I don't know if my blender can handle all this fucking deliciousness. Here we go. So, we got these grilling. All right, I'm gonna pulse these up, put them in the bowl so we can fit in the rest of our ingredients for our green sauce. Oh, do you smell that? It's delicious. All right, so we're going to finish up the salsa part of the chili verde. I'm gonna add a fuck ton of garlic. It's about 10 cloves. I'm gonna add a whole bunch of cilantro. I'm gonna chop off the stems of the peppers, put them in the blender, add in some chicken stock, blend that together, and then mix it in with my tomatillos. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna drop these in. Okay, boop. Okay, all of that's going in. Boop, 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 boop. Beautiful. Fuck. Ah, dick fuck. It's very hot. Some people, for this particular salsa, will take out the seeds of the jalapenos, but because I'm not a pussy, I don't. So in goes all the peppers with all the seeds, because I think it's fucking delicious. Alright, just gonna blend this bitch up. Nice. Fuck, it's still hot! Shit! Okay. And add the rest of our... Hype man, you're on silence! I haven't added any spices, no salt, It's just pure beauty of ingredients, and that's what makes chili verde great. Get this all mixed together, and it's got this hyper green color right now, which is awesome, but when we get it over the pork, it's gonna turn more of a like a opaque or olive color. I don't know why that matters, but it's just fun to say, opaque. All right, that's all. Okay, so we've got our chili verde sauce nice and ready. What I'm gonna do next is sear up some pork, and then once that's seared, we'll toss in all of our sauce, and then just let it cook for about 2 hours or so. So let's do that. So I'm just adding in my pork here to some canola oil. I want to sear this off. I'll probably have to do it in batches. This is just pork shoulder that I cut up earlier this week. Has a nice kind of fat content to it, and I'm doing about, I think I've got like 3 pounds. Cooking shows would say, oh, you're crowding the pot. Am I searing the meat? Yes, I am. Fuck off. Searing is not like 100% necessary, but I think it adds a nice flavor. The most important thing is the cook time. Allowing that pork to render down and cook that fat out to add to your dish. We're gonna add in our green salsa and let this cook for about 2 hours. Remember, we're putting potatoes in this. Potatoes are gonna come in about the last 45 minutes or so, but we wanna get this pork super tender and super flavorful, so I'm adding in our tomatillo chili verde, and it is going to be amazing. I'm just gonna stir this fucking bitch. We're just gonna let these flavors get to know each other, just kind of meld and say, hi, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you, I'm delicious, so are you. Let's have a date. That's what happens when it marinates. I'm gonna add a little more spices and herbs to it, just to take it from a 10 to a 12. Ground coriander, or cilantro molido. We're gonna add some cumin, some cayenne, and some oregano. 4 tablespoons of oregano, 4 tablespoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of coriander, and then a ½ teaspoon of cayenne. Here's some cumin. I'm actually only gonna put 3. I don't care what the recipe calls for, fuck that. All right, oregano. I will put 4 teaspoons of oregano because oregano is fantastical. A ½ teaspoon of cayenne, because I like it spicy. You don't like it spicy? What are you, pussy? I'm adding a full ½ teaspoon of cayenne, and I didn't de-seed my jalapenos because this shit's gonna be delicious. We're just gonna see where we're at salt-wise and herb-wise and all that. We gotta taste it. Oh my fucking god, it's so good. The way the tomatillo tastes is it's got this like intense tomato but like citrusy, sweet, tangy flavor. And then when you add in the salt and the pepper and the cumin and all the spices, it just, and oh by the way, the flavor of the pork, the rendered down fat, it's just so fucking good. And the more it cooks, guess what? The better it gets. That's what I want to say about that. I'm just going to quarter these potatoes, and then we're going to cook them for about 45 minutes. I'm starting to get a little frosty. Taters in. We're going to give this another 45 minutes until the pork is tender And the potatoes are also fork tender. Oh my God. My nipples are so hard. It's cold outside. But the chili verde is almost rurdy. So we're almost done. You know, the pork is fork tender. The potatoes are almost perfect. And, you know, depends on how you want to eat it. I've eaten it in burritos with beans and rice wrapped up, grilled and smothered. I've eaten it just in a bowl, you know, like a stew. It's going to depend on what do you want to do with it. For right now, it's January. It's almost Super Bowl. I'm going to serve it up in a bowl. God damn, I got drunk. So here we got our chili verde. Looks delicious. I'm going to take a taste test. I mean, it looks appealing. We did it. And let's give it a taste. Just a little bit. That chili verde just pops. I mean, this might be the best dish I've ever made. This shit is delicious. You're welcome. Goddamn fucking, what is this? This is tomatillo spooge. So anyways, I'm just cleaning up my workspace. I'm such a clean fucking cook. I deserve a goddamn standing ovation. You're welcome. And there's the bear. Adios, Chief. Send me a postcard from hell. I'm not circumcised. Hey! I thought that bitch was a dude! Orlando's over there being hype, man. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Nice! Hype, man!
Well, hijo de la chinga, these nuts! You didn't want all of this?
Woo! Woo! Shut your mouth, hype man!
Cuts.